We have a not so fun video today, guys. We need to talk about what's been happening on art TikTok under the term called art lore, which has basically become a trend for people to make fun of other artists, especially beginners, to the point of them deactivating and logging off the app. To my knowledge, art lore began as a phrase to refer to artists criticizing and calling out other artists for their problematic ways or problematic art, especially involved in something that is racist or bigoted. An example that comes to mind is the whole Colleen situation back in the past and the whole gorilla comment. I made a video about it previously, so eye up above if you haven't watched it already. But around late 2022, 2023, and even now, artists have spun it around and used this term to mock other artists through rude comments, parodying, or unsolicitedly fixing their art. Sup, howdy, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Rumble, yay! And for those who don't know me already, I'm an artist and I make videos just about that. So if that interests you, you might want to hit the subscribe button down below. End of 2022, I decided to delete TikTok off of my phone because it was super toxic for me mentally. Like other Gen Zers, doom scrolling became a competitive sport for me and my attention span dwindled to mere seconds. I also recently deleted the Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube apps off of my phone and would mainly use the web versions should I need to, but I have already noticed a huge change in a good way. I didn't realize how strong it was actually on Instagram. I always wanted to showcase the perfect sides of my life. On the other end, I was also comparing my reality to the perfect curated reality on Instagram, but we've been knowing this. This video isn't supposed to be a whole social media bad thing. I'm just providing context. When I was active on my art Instagram, I heavily criticized my art and the consistency of how much I was producing compared to all of the influencers and the other artists on the platforms. Last month, I made a video about my digital art journey, being that it's non-existent because I have always been so afraid to do digital art. One of the reasons why is because I felt so behind compared to other artists. It seemed like everybody was like miles more skilled than me. Long tangent short, I have become a recluse who is not up to date with any new news or trends, and I am quite loving it if I'm honest. So it took me by surprise when I saw art lore and bullying art TikTok trending on my YouTube feed. A, because what the heck is art lore? And B, what do you mean people are getting bullied online in art TikTok? So we're going to be talking about how messed up this is and the stuff that has been happening online today. But before we get into this mess, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on my post notifications so you're notified when next I upload a video. I upload weekly, so you would want to stay tuned for that. We recently reached 10,000 subscribers and I'm pretty sure that we can reach 15,000 soon. So if you haven't already, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe and share this with all of your friends, please and thank you. Comment down below if you are active on the art side of social media or if you choose not to engage. I want to see the statistics actually on how many people are on art talk. My knowledge about the situation is very restricted because I have become a digital grandma. I will link down below some videos that really helped me understand the situation and people's points of views. You can check those out after the video. Don't scroll yet. At the end of 2021, there was a 14-year-old digital artist who went by the name Croaket who posted a video on TikTok showing their rendering process of a stylized picture they drew, where their eyes were actually on the forehead of the character's face. Let's just say the internet had a field day with this one. Shortly after, there were several videos created as a meme, mocking, making fun of, and parodying this original content or the original poster's art, which is nothing surprising coming from how the way the internet works, especially on TikTok. The videos of fixing the art, you know, putting the eyes back, I'm pretty sure it was stylized. Like I said, I really don't know, and I will mention this later, but unfortunately, this artist did log off and deactivate after it became so much to bear, I'm pretty sure. I don't know like much about that, but like I'm pretty sure it was like a stylistic choice. There were some weird allegations going around this 14-year-old artist that I won't get into because from what I could tell, a lot of it was just hearsay and like rumors. So yeah, they deactivated their account, and all I can say is wherever they are, I truly hope that they are doing better because that is a lot to go through as a 14-year-old. So this is just one case, but it did spur a whole phenomenon of artists saying how petrified they would be to upload their art online and receive a similar reaction. Let's just say I feel 100% the same way. I would be so heartbroken if I posted my art online and in the comment section I saw new art law just dropped. Pain that would end me. For a long time, online has seemed like this place where you can't be anything short of perfect. And that goes for the art side of online as well. It seems as though artists collectively forgot that when we were kids, quite frankly, all of us drew people that looked like glitched sim characters at best, which is normal because we were young and learning and young and learning. Social media is incredibly accessible to younger generations and they make up the majority of the target audience. So many of them are posting their art online for fun or tracking their progress or just being a kid in the digital age, I guess. And then you catch a grown adult taking pleasure in bullying a kid just because that artwork that they made does not live up to their expectations. And I'm not even saying that we necessarily have to coddle people online. I'm just saying at your big age, you decided to bully someone 10 years your junior, 20 years your junior through your phone screen. At what point do you look at yourself and introspectively think about what you're doing? Because it's one thing to have one person say, hey, your sketch looks a bit wonky here, maybe you can do this. But it's another to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments from thousands of people you don't even know online, gaslighting you into thinking that their bullying comments and their derogatory comments are constructive criticism. I am so glad I grew up during a time where my doodles back in the days were only seen by supportive friends and families. If I were to face the same kind of reactions that some of these young artists are facing today, I don't even think I would have continued down the route of becoming since when do I say route? I'm not American. Route. I don't even think I would have gone down the route of being a professional artist because I am so fragile. I can't even think about what these kids are going through. But it's not even just for younger artists. For anyone at any age, having that magnitude of criticism and hate can crush you, especially if it's about something you're passionate about or something you were proud of, for someone to just shut it down online, faceless through a screen. So seeing that it became a trend on TikTok blew my mind and honestly broke my heart. What these commenters and these anonymous people are forgetting is that there is a huge difference between constructive criticism and cyberbullying, or just being rude. Constructive criticism, yes, it points out where some things may fall short, but it also provides suggestions. It's productive. The comments, a lot of them are not productive. Making a meme and mocking it is not productive. I know it sounds like I'm being a Debbie Downer or I'm trying to be like I'm being a real digital grandmother, but there's a time and a place for humor and stuff, and I don't think humor in the art world should be made at the expense of another person. In a video I made last year about Sam Does Art and the situation around one of his artworks that he was criticized for, I did talk about how some commenters left constructive feedback and their thoughts about the whole situation, whereas other commenters saw it as an opportunity to just send hate. And that's, I think, is an example of this constructive criticism and just using the opportunity to be rude. And another thing which I understood a lot more through the comments of that video that I made last year, even though it is implied and expected for people to have comments and opinions about what you post online through the fact that every platform has a comment section, there is a time and a place for constructive criticism and criticism as a whole. A lot of the times unsolicited constructive, heavily on the air quotes, is kind of weird. Also depends on the circumstance. For example, if I were to post a drawing or like the video I posted previously and you were to say great sketches, it would look even more cleaner if you used a mechanical pencil, then I would know your heart is in the right place and I would actually want to look in investing in getting a mechanical pencil. If you were to screenshot my drawing, make a response video correcting it to show how it should look by your standards, then that is not nice, especially if that was unsolicited. Similarly, but also side tangent, I have never understood why so many people feel the need to comment something when that comment has already been said many times. I could have posted a picture where I drew an illustration of a portrait and somehow I forgot to include the ear. I just know the comment section would be like, oh, she's got the ear. Ooh, ear down. Oops. Lol, she forgot that humans have ears, etc, etc, etc. Must be so frustrating as the original poster. I'm sure that they got the message. At that point, you're just being petty if you decide to add the same comment. There are a couple influencers online whose main shtick is to correct their followers' art. A lot, if not majority, of the main people who have that as their niche content, they have like a forum where their viewers would submit their artwork if they want it to be corrected. So it's consensual. But for the percent of people who do that without asking consent of the original artist and doing it unprovoked, from the bottom of my heart, you suck. When I essentially left interacting with art Instagram and art TikTok as much as I used to, only to see that now this had become a problem, I was reminded about how unwelcoming the art world may be. Art industry is already incredibly niched, but it hurts me to see how hostile the environments can be. For those who don't know already, I studied at an art school for 4 years, and I have been in a lot of art spaces in real life. So I am well aware that these spaces are where you can find the most welcoming, most loving, most amazing people, but it's also where you can find some generally nasty, selfish, cruel people. I'm not so sure if the situation is as bad as it used to be, because like I said, but it does seem like when I was researching for this video, it does seem like a lot more people instead are talking about how problematic the art law trend has been and just calling out people for being rude to other artists, which is good. As artists, we need to stick up for each other. We're already such a small subsector in life, and other people are already making fun of us for being people who have no jobs and are gonna starve and die. We need to be each other's friends and not the people that we cry about to our therapists. Especially online, we have to be uplifting each other, because already posting your art online is such an intimidating action. If you are a beginner who is posting online or just like perusing online art forums, just remember that the ideals and expectations online are extremely skewed. Your initial art will probably not look like what you see online, and that is okay because it's real. It is a stepping stone in your personal journey, and that's all that matters. For what it's worth, this random stranger is proud of anything you make for the mere fact that you decided to pick up a pencil or a paintbrush or and digital brush. What do you call those? Let me know your thoughts on the situation, and if you have more information on the art law trend. Thank you for watching, and thank you for recently hitting 10,000 subscribers on this channel. It is amazing. We actually hit 11,000 last week, and I'm going to end this video off here and say thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like. If you like me, subscribe, comment down below, all that fun jazz, and until then. Here was another breakthrough. First of all, in the second half, I finally sharpened my pencil a little bit more. Took fewer lines. Here there's shading, but only because I wanted to add it, not because I was using it to